Hello, this is Billy Core from home of Carolina Circle Model. It's March 31st of 2010, and today we'll be taking a look at my family's very first video camera. Let's see, we can... lighting's kind of bad in here, so I apologize. This here is an RCA camcorder. I'm not sure of the model number. I'll get it in a second. We purchased this video camera in June of 1990 when I was only a baby at Montgomery Ward at the Carolina Circle Mall. Now, if you've been following my channel for quite some time, you may have noticed I've uploaded some various old home videos of myself recorded in the early to mid 90s. And I'm going to try to superimpose some of these videos into this video, so if you're able to see them right now, then it worked. Now, what was I going to say? All those videos that I have mentioned were recorded with this video camera. Let's pan through it here, get a good shot of it. This camera recorded onto just a standard VHS cassette, and as of right now, this camera no longer works. It hasn't worked for several years now, and I'm not quite sure why. I'll get a video of that in a moment. But here. Okay, let me just pick it up here. There's the lens. Set it down. Such a big camera, it's hard to... Here's the other side. I think this here is where you put the cassette in. An RCA VHS camcorder. Again, we used this from June of 1990, and we replaced it with a JVC compact VHS camcorder in June of 1996. And that camera was the very first camera I ever used, by the way. And here's the battery pack. Well, there's not a battery on it right now because I can't find it, so the only way to turn it on is with, as of right now, is with a AC adapter. Look at that light. Believe me, that was one of the brightest lights you'd ever see. This thing is like a television camera in a way. Okay, let's get the bottom of it here. Yeah, this was mainly designed for editing, but we never used it for that. Closest we ever got was figuring out how to use the time and date stamp. And you hoisted this thing on your shoulder. And if I can do it, I might be able to mount my regular camera somewhere, and I can get a good video shot of me holding this mammoth. Well, here it is on my shoulder here. This was the standard position to hold a camera this size. Back in the day, back in like 1990, when America's Funniest Home Videos was first starting with Bob Saget, one of the prizes was one of these RCA camcorders. Kind of interesting. The zoom on here is extremely slow. In fact, the best way to do it is just to do it right here on the lens. What good did that do? This thing's busted anyway. Okay, I got the RCA plugged into an outlet now, and it's turned on. You can see that power light there's on. Now originally, before this camera bit the dust, you would slide this switch to the on position and this little red light would turn on to tell you that the camera was on. Unfortunately, as you see, that no longer works, and you can choose between either camera or playback. Switch to camera there. And here are your standard controls that you'll be able to find on just an ordinary VCR. And the tracking control. It even has an earphone jack on there. And another thing I forgot to mention, that thing is kind of neat about this camera. Well, for one thing, that's the microphone there. It used to be a little cover over that, but that came off several years ago. Now, where is it? Aha, there we go. There's a microphone jack in there. A lot of cameras from this era had them, which I think are is pretty useful. I don't know why they quit making those on modern cameras. Now, and you see it's turned on, but that's about the only thing you can do with it. Can't even get the light to work. So here I'm gonna do a little experiment here. One thing you can still do with this is look through the viewfinder. It's an older type black and white viewfinder. I'm going to try to put my regular video camera into the viewfinder here, and I'm going to see what happens. Let's set this down here. And if anyone has any idea of why this camera no longer works, let me know, because I would love to get this thing up and running again. Okay, I believe that this is my computer screen. Working a little better than I thought. But this is proof, yes, that the viewfinder on this thing still powers on, but that's about all it can do now. I'm thinking maybe there's like an electrical short in there or something, I don't know. But if any of you know any possible reasons why this thing no longer works, please let me know. Wouldn't mind getting this repaired, because for a VHS camcorder, this has very high quality video. In fact, my dad paid over $1,000 for this when it was new. Hear that noise? It makes that noise every now and then. Okay, it died down. There's kind of like a little mechanical sound. Not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. Yeah, it's an RCA ProEdit Camcorder. I still got the manual for this somewhere. If I find the model number, I'll put it in the video description. But for now, this is Billy Core signing off on March 31st, 2010. Goodbye.